Forgive my foul mouth Friday, motherfuckers. It's Friday at Lotek Health with Brad Burns, your host. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. And this, again, is building off of the Let's Not Sweat the Small Stuff series this week. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Try to enjoy your life. And with that, an important part of enjoying your life is taking your time. Taking your time, especially as nurses or anyone working in the healthcare field. Take your fucking time. You will feel rushed. You will be told that this is now. I need you to hurry. I need you to do this real quick. Could you help me with that boost real quick? Could you run downstairs and go get this? Could you? I always tell them, like it's silly little dad. I say, somebody's saying, I gotta go downstairs. I'm gonna run downstairs and go get a candy real quick. I'll go get it. I'll go get a snack real quick. I gotta go get something to eat. I gotta go. I say, don't run. Don't run. Don't do it. Don't run. Because it's not worth it. There's not many things I believe you should rush for in a hospital. One of which is a code. Run to a code. Go ahead. Yeah, if you're part of the code team, run to it. It's important. You got 5 to 10 seconds to check a pulse, and hopefully those floor nurses have checked a pulse and started compressions. But not always. Not always. I remember being a med-surg nurse. You just kind of look at each other, and you're like, I kind of feel it. Do you kind of feel it? No, you don't fucking feel it, and they're not breathing. So you get going, but you don't know that as a floor nurse. You got stuck in that normalcy bias, and it'll fuck with your head, and it doesn't feel good. Been some bad codes, stupid codes. Should not had my stethoscope, but I didn't have my stethoscope, and somebody let me use their stethoscope and move the bell for me. I was listening to the stomach. I'm pretty sure I heard breath sounds, and they moved it to the lungs, and they said, "Oh, let's get her, let's move her." But she didn't need to be moved. She was intubated in the stomach. But this motherfucker didn't yell loud enough to say, "Stop it! Stop it! She needs to be re-intubated." But we live and we learn, and fucking have nightmares because of it. But anyways, don't sweat the small stuff. She probably would have passed anyway. But it's still bad. It's still very fucking sad. So take your time. Again, when it's important, which in healthcare it always is, take your time. Best codes I've ever run have been an ICU, of course. And everyone gets there because you're part of a code team. And you slow down. The team lead will say, all right, slow down once you get there, because everybody's excited. Everybody wants to be on fire, and it's an adrenaline rush to be near somebody as they're starting to pass, and you got to get in the way of it. You got to stop them. You got to beat. Get that AED checked, get them all attached, make sure that they're getting epi every 2, maybe amio. Usually not. Usually it's PEA or asystole. It's nice to have VFib or pulseless VTAC, but that's not very often. Not very often. So you don't get to do that shock thing that the public seems to think is all is necessary. No, you have to push, crunch, and squeeze, and it doesn't feel good, especially when you're the first in there to break their ribs and make them all squishy. It doesn't feel good. It feels like shit. It feels like you're squishing around shit, which, oddly enough, in the final ROSC, when you don't get ROSC, return of spontaneous circulation, and this very large patient, his shit smelled differently. Very odd. It smelled as a complete evacuation of soul. Evacuación intestinal. Fui ultima evacuación intestinal. And it's freaky to smell that, to know that. His pupils were blown dinner plates after the first code, but the family doesn't know that. And at the very end is when everybody falls apart. And it was 2 separate cultures, because the wife of this patient was a redheaded white woman, and then this man who was passing was Samoan, so he was very large, and Samoan family. The Samoan family didn't like the redheaded ginger's family, and they were all redheaded. Very odd. Looked like some pirate family. Yeah, a very strange pirate family. Anyways, forgive my foul mouth, but people are gonna fucking die. I hate to say it, but they sent him to the hospital and were expected to try to save him. But this guy had a fucking pericardial window the month before where they sliced a piece of a hole in his heart to get the fluid out because he couldn't get the fluid off of his heart and keep it beating correctly. Looks like our video has died. Well, this is a good point to cut it. Thank you all for listening. Please don't sweat the small stuff. Hug your family. Ask for forgiveness. Whoever it is that needs it. Just try to be a fucking good person for once in your life. Thank you. This is another episode of Lotek Health. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge with Brad.